So welcome back to Pioneer Tea. I'm here with
Francisco.
and we are going to do an interview today. He is part of OT Films. If you don't know, you should follow him on Instagram at OT Films 559. First, we'll start with where did you grow up at?
Here in Visalia.
Okay. Did you go to school anywhere like in Visalia?
Yeah, I started off at Redwood, transferred to here Whitney, and then I finished off at Sequoia.
Okay, was a pioneer.
Yep.
When did you start getting involved with the film industry?
Well, I used to do it for my kids, for their sports, but I would do everything off my iPhone. Recently, this year, I did some freelancing for a league out in Tulare. A lot of parents liked it, so I took the courage to step up and invest into a camera.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've been with the professional camera for about 2 months.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a lot of progress.
Yeah.
I've seen your work. It's really good.
Yeah, it takes a lot. I lose a lot of sleep for it. So, but it pays off in the long run.
Yeah, it's worth it in the end. Were you self-taught or how did you start off?
For the majority part, yes, I'm self-taught. I learned majority of everything I know on my own. I have a guy, shout out to my guy, Josh Stoops. He moved out of state, but over social media, he would guide me what camera to get and kind of guide me in the right path, how to record. And then, but as much as you tell somebody, you won't learn until you figure it out and do it on your own.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. So you're kind of more hands-on visual learner.
Yeah, you could tell me a million things, but until I actually do it, that's when I get it.
Has that been more helpful for you, trying it by yourself?
It's more helpful in the long run, but it's a harder process. But in the long run, it's a big difference. I barely started recording raw footage. Everything I was doing was on my camera's called intelligent mode, where it picks up everything on its own, puts a filter on it, and then I finally got comfortable enough to go raw footage, and it's a big difference because now you got to go to color grading, color correction, so it's a lot more. But like I said, in the long run, it pays off.
Who are some influences that have motivated you to start filming?
Not too many. Everything I see on social media, like I said, my guy Josh Stoops, when he lived out here, he recorded my kids with his camera and kind of pushed me and motivated. My thing is I like editing. The editing is the funnest part for me. Grabbing stuff that's nothing and you put it together, create a story. Yeah. That's the art about doing videography. And pretty much I just love the editing. So, because I do training as well, sports training. So I would record my promo videos, and that's how I really got into it.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
what kind of sports training, weightlifting or?
No, majority it's movement. So for basketball, football, majority I've done is football.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you consider doing any other sport or?
Oh yeah. I've talked to a couple parents. I'm supposed to be doing some basketball, baseball, softball. So football is just. It's easier for me because my kids play it. So a lot of my teammates, my kids' teammates, they ask and reach out. So that's where I get a lot of work. Yeah. And then now it's slowly, it's getting out there. So now more sports and parents are reaching out. So
if you were to film any NFL or college football team, what would you like to?
I'm biased. I'm a 49ers fan. So I would go 49ers, and college, I would probably go USC.
Okay. And it's Niner Day today, so Niner Nation.
Yeah, so.
Out there. Are you looking forward to Cowhide this year?
Cowhide, yes. I actually got something in store. I'm working with Redwood and you guys in Mount Whitney. I'm supposed to create something prior to the Cowhide, and I will be at the Cowhide recording as well.
Okay, that'll be cool. Yeah. I think we're all excited to see that, honestly. Do you have any tips for anyone interested in filming?
Regardless if it's filming or not, whatever you do it with the passion. If your passion's not in it, then it's not, in the long run, it's not going to work. Besides that, you just got to work, put in the hours. That's the only way you're going to get better. You could find the easy way, you can find shortcuts, but at the end of the day, you got to put in your hours. That's how you get your experience, and that's how you know. There's been times where I recorded and I made mistakes, but it's helped me out in the future videos where I don't make those mistakes, and it makes my videos that much better.
Okay. Is this your full-time job?
No. I work for UPS at the moment, but I'm currently working to build this to the point where I could do it full-time. Okay. I've been considering it a lot, and I would like to do this full-time because it allows that's where it really started. I was on vacation from work for a whole week. So those days, that whole week, I was on vacation. I wasn't going to sleep till like 5, 6 in the morning.
Dang.
And I was just putting out videos, and that's where it started picking up a lot of momentum.
Okay. What kind of camera do you shoot with?
I shoot with the Sony FX30.
What do you use for editing software?
I use multiple apps, but the main one I'm been using a lot is Final Cut Pro.
Okay, that's what we use too here.
Final Cut Pro.
Yeah.
But I've been looking to get into other programs as well. So, because some programs give you something that the other program doesn't. So, and I'm thinking about getting into After Effects. So.
Okay, it has its pros and cons.
Yeah.
What does OT Films stand for?
Overtime.
Okay, I was right. I was like, it might be overtime. I was like, not sure.
Yeah.
If it was.
I started off going by Overtime Films, but I know there's another brand out there. They're pretty big. They're called Overtime, and so I went with OT Films, so it kind of separates myself from them.
Kind of gives you a little originality. Do you have any questions for us? Like, because we're the video class.
What projects are you guys working on right now?
Right now, we're working on, of course, the podcast, which we just started this year. And we also have our broadcast show called The Pioneer Report. Okay. And it goes up weekly. So it's like we have different roles and everything. I'm a director. We have sports, staff of the week, student interviews, club spotlights, small business spotlights. Oh, yeah, the History of Visalia one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So that goes up weekly every Friday.
Do you guys see yourself doing this long run, or is just a class right now?
I'm not sure. Like, everyone else has like different opinions. I would like to do it long run. Wendy would. Yeah.
It's fun, and there's a lot of learning, and it puts you in front of people that you will not like. Me doing a lot of high schools, I see a lot of talent that I never even knew about.
Yeah.
So it gives you opportunities, and then eventually when you get big enough, when you have companies, and because my goal is eventually, because my goal with OT Films is creating a platform to help these kids get out there, and eventually once I establish myself, I want to start sponsoring kids and helping them out, giving them merchandise, helping them get out there, and it's just there's so much possibility with videography. I'm just using the camera to create everything I'm trying to do. So, because like with you guys, your guys' football team, I'm doing like a short series with you guys. And then like next year, I want to do it involving multiple schools in the valley. Yeah. So it kind of gives people what kids go through, because they think, oh, they're just playing sports, but they don't see them waking up early, going through practice, going through film,
the mental states.
Yes. So yeah, it's a great avenue. I never thought I'll see myself doing this, but it's a lot of learning, and like I said, you dictate how fast you learn. Like, I didn't think I was gonna be able to do what I'm doing 2 months ago. Yeah. But it's just the hours I've been putting in. Like right now, for the last 2 months, I've been running off of like maybe 3 to 5 hours of sleep every day. Yeah, because I go to work at like 5 in the morning. Yeah. I'll stay up till like 12, 1 o'clock editing. So
that's commitment there.
Yeah. That's what it takes for anything. It's not just with films. It's just anything you choose to do in life. You have to put the time in. Yeah. So regardless of where you guys choose to do, take that mentality of you have to put the hours, and it's only going to come if you have the passion for it. Like you have to do something in life where you get that itch to get better. Yeah. Like me, I wake up, like the other day, I actually fell asleep early, woke up at 6, went straight to editing. That's so cool. It's like, because I just want to get better and better and better every day. What do you guys feel is the hardest part of doing videography?
Oh, the hardest part?
Getting the good shots.
Yeah, the good shots, honestly, because we like compare like with us, and then we watch Blazer Central and then Ranger TV to see like what we could like maybe like incorporate with us, and we've noticed like our like angles and everything. So like, I think just,
see, like what I do with my videos, well, with the goal with my videos is, especially in sports, is I want to make the viewer feel like you're there watching the game. Yeah. So I'll zoom in so it feels like you're there watching the game, especially for like family members that don't get to watch these kids play, and they can watch it and it feels like they're there. So that's the always one thing I would keep in mind is try to make people feel like they're there. Give them a view where it feels like they're there with you.
Okay.
So like the cameras is basically their eyes now.
Yeah.
So that's what I always keep in mind.
So a different perspective almost.
So like one day you shoot it, check that angle, try it out, and then try a different angle, and then you just learn how to blend everything in.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Have you been more of like an introvert or like an extrovert like when it comes to this stuff? Because I know like sometimes with like filming you have to like go out of your shell and like ask like somebody, and I know for me like that's a little difficult.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. I'm not a big, like I'm social, but somebody has to come talk to me. Like I don't. So that's the thing that in music, when I used to do music, that's the one thing that helped me come out of my shell was music, and then doing trainings, and I feel like everything happens for a reason, where it leads me up to this, and now speaking to people is a lot easier than prior. So like now I have to talk to like the athletic directors, principals, head coaches, and you just gotta. It's not what you say; it's how you say it. I would say. So yeah, it makes you come out of your shell, and especially in videography, you have to sell yourself.
Yeah,
it's like a business, so you gotta go in there and make people feel they're getting what they're paying for.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. My brother plays baseball too, and he's played with Cadillac Pena, actually. So I saw that video. I was like, oh my gosh, that's like my little brother.
Yeah.
I was like, that was such a cool video.
Yeah, that kid has a bright future. He's a very good kid. He's a humble kid, and I love working with him.
Yeah.
So I try to do as much work for him as I can, but I'm only one person.
Yeah.
It's hard. I have multiple schools reaching out, but like eventually I want to branch out and get people on board to help me out so I could film. Now we could do 4 high school games on Friday versus just 1.
Okay.
But I'm patient because I watch who I bring along.
Yeah.
Because that can make or break you. Who you bring along, if they don't have the same mindset.
Yeah.
If they're just there for the wrong reasons. So, yeah, my guy right here, Sammy Boy.
Yeah.
Sammy Nunez. He's been doing this for a while.
Okay.
I don't know how long you been doing this.
Like 7 years already.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while. He's done music videos. And then he kind of stepped away from it for his job. Been worrying about that, and then I needed help, and so what he does for me now is he shoots my behind the scenes and helps me out as much as possible. We're working on upgrading his camera, so now he can do the same thing as me.
Okay,
so
that's
yeah,
cool.
That's the thing. And I was gonna, if you guys ever need help or guidance doing like sports films, feel free to reach out.
Okay.
And I'll give you guys
Thank you
as much
for that.
guidance. If I have time, I'll come out here. Give you guys my perspective of how I record.
Yeah. Recommend like shortcuts, like wise. Like, do you use shortcuts to edit?
Well, my process is basically I go through the footage, pull out all my good footage, and then delete my bad ones, so I don't even have to go through that anymore. And then depending on the song, I choose my song, what I'm gonna use, and then my thing is, what are you trying to give the audience with that video? You want to give them like emotional? You want to give them a hype? Like it just all depends on what you're trying to give them, and then. So if I'm trying to give them like a fast tempo hype video, I go pick my song and then I start. I always feel like your first clip is one of your most important because you want it to pop and that's what's going to grab their attention. So you choose one of your best clips for an intro, and then I just start messing with it, and then so basically I just line them all up in the order I want them, and then I go back and I start chopping them to the beat, start cutting them to the beat, and then after I cut them, I go back again, and then either I color correct before if I have to, or after I cut them up, and I color correct all my clips, and then I go back again, add my transitions, go back again, add my effects. So yeah,
it's just the same process over and over again. Okay.
Then, but what it's good about it is that I start seeing the clips over and over, and then by the third time I watch it, it's like, okay, I could do that with that clip.
Yeah.
I could add that effect with that clip. So then you start seeing it, because it sucks when you export the video, and then you're like, you're watching it a day later, you're like, oh, I should have done that there.
Yeah.
Because you're not watching it enough. So if you keep that process of going over and over, I've had times, multiple times, where I halfway almost done, and I'll delete the whole video and start all over.
Oh dang.
If I'm not comfortable with it, because my goal with every video, it has to be better than my last. So either, and that's the one thing too, is my friend Josh Stoops told me, is every time you pick up your camera and pick up your camera or use your program, learn something new.
Okay.
So now you're bringing something new to every video.
Yeah.
Don't just pick it up and do the same thing you did last, because now
Mhm.
your video's gonna look same thing as your last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good advice, because I feel like that's like we kind of do the same thing sometimes, and so like having a different might like a difference each video might bring up more
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
views
like what
or
effect can I learn
something.
for this video? What? So also too is sound effects.
Okay.
That makes a huge difference in a video. Like in
Mhm.
my sports ones, like it's cool when I don't just have the song, but when you start adding sound effects on the hits,
Mhm.
on the transitions, that's when it gives it more,
Yeah.
it gives it more of a pop.
And it comes alive more.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Okay, I'm trying to like process it. I'm like, okay, what can we do in class now?
Yeah.
Like trying to think of different ways.
Yeah. So that's my mentality is like when I'm not at work, even when I'm at work, I'm editing because
Mhm.
I do an office job, and there we have a lot of downtime. So when I have downtime, I have Final Cut Pro on my iPad.
Okay.
So I just pull on my iPad and start editing. Or I've been getting into graphic designs as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So like I do packages on Saturdays. I'll record the kids' highlights, take pictures,
Mhm.
grab those pictures, make them game day flyers, make them promo flyers. So
Okay, that's
yeah, I'm
cool.
trying to venture off and give kids a lot of, trying to become a one-stop shop.
Okay. Are you like into photography too, or just like video?
Barely started getting into it because
Okay.
I got my camera for video, but
Mhm.
like I said, I was using, it's called intelligent mode, where it
Yeah.
just does everything on its own.
Mhm.
It picks up the scenario and it adjusts everything to that scenario,
Mhm.
and it takes pretty good pictures. But now it's become hard because I'm recording off movie mode.
Yeah.
So now to go back and I can't take pictures off that mode.
Oh,
So I have
okay.
to switch over
Switch
back.
over.
Yeah, and that was a benefit. The benefit of doing intelligent mode,
Mhm.
I could record and take
And
pictures.
take pictures.
Now
Go back.
it's like it's hard to take in like action shots because I'm trying to record film more
Yeah.
than pictures. So I only get pictures like on their timeouts.
Okay.
They're going into the next play. So, but yeah, I really like the pictures because you can do a lot with pictures.
Mhm.
You can make a lot of stuff with pictures, posters,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. So it's cool because there is times where I'll say, you know what, this play I'm just gonna take pictures,
Mhm.
and you get some pretty cool shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
There's some good ones that I've seen like from anyone,
Yeah.
and it's like either it's nature or sports, scenery,
yeah,
anything
so
like.
it's cool what you can do. Like even sometimes your shots you mess up on, they come out good, like
Mhm.
blurry, but then it's like perfect for this
Yeah.
for the picture. So it's like
Mhm.
it's a lot.
Okay. Like tips on like the editing, because I noticed like you have like a lot of like pop effects, like where it's like 3D, like they pop out, or it's like they move. I'm trying to think. Of,
Like the picture promo ones.
Yeah.
With those, yeah, with those, what I do to make it, because that allows me to do everything on the go.
Mhm.
I just use CapCut.
Okay.
Yeah, I just use CapCut, and because that allows me. There's times where I will do it on Final Cut Pro,
Mhm.
but I can only do that at home because the one on my iPad, it's limited with You can't install third-party plugins
Yeah.
like on the computer.
Mhm.
So I don't have too many effects. So sometimes what I'll do is I will start a video on my iPad,
Mhm.
cut it up how I want it, put it in order, and then I'll export it and put it onto my computer, and that's where I add all my effects, my transitions.
Okay.
Yeah, because then too everything takes up a lot of storage,
Yeah.
and basically with the size of my files, I could only maybe work on one video on my computer
Okay.
at a time.
Dang.
Yeah, so I just started it. You know what? My iPad has more storage. It's not too hard on it. So I just started there and then move it to my computer.
Okay.
And then, like I said, that allows me to do a lot of stuff on the go.
Mhm.
How's your color correction so big? Like, what do you use for?
Well, with my camera I use a lot. I use it's called S-Log. I don't know if you guys heard of that. It's
I
like,
don't think
it's a
so.
Sony S-Log. It's like a filter. But when you get it, so basically, when you get that footage, it looks raw. It looks like dead. Like there's no pop. There's nothing to it. It's just raw as it can get. But that allows you to go more into depth to color correction because there's nothing done to the video. So it's like straight flat. But so I recorded an S-Log, and then when I go into the program, I just add that LUT on that clip, and it brings it how it was recorded.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so if I want to give a cinematic feel, I like to go dark. Give it that dark, and if you want, and then there's those videos I like to go bright, like the Cadillac one. It was very bright and it was very out there. So it just all depends. You just first when I start, before I even add effects or anything, I do color correction, and which is my exposure, your darkness. I mess with that and get the video as clean as you can get it. So now when you add those filters and LUTs, it makes it that much cleaner.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
This is a lot of help for us, honestly. Like, it's giving us good tips and everything.
No,
so thank you for that.
And I don't mind at all.
Okay.
Yeah, because even if you guys like ever want to do like a not a ride along, but like one of the games you just see, and I could just tell you guys everything I do, why I'm doing it, and you guys will get a better aspect of how these videos come out the way they do. Like when I'm out there, I know some people look at me like, even the rest are like, why are you kneeling down? Recording, why are you going down here? So like even on, it's a difference. So when they're in a huddle, about to do a break, it's a difference between recording them here versus recording. I'll put the camera down by my knee and give them that upshot. And it just makes them look big and makes it look like like NFL.
Like they're powerful.
Yeah. So it's just the angle. That's where the angles come in. Yeah. It's just the little stuff.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Thank you for that. We'll be at honestly a few football games this year. A lot more. Yeah. Probably. So if you see any of us out there,
I'll be all you guys' rest of the home game. Well, I think after this Friday, I'll be at the rest of your guys' games.
Okay.
So. You guys will see me a lot.
So homecoming?
Yeah, I'll be.
Okay, that'll be good. Yeah, because we'll have a lot of people out there filming.
Yeah.
Either student section, the game, anything.
I haven't told nobody, but I don't know if you guys want to put it on there, but I'm gonna grab both players from both teams and do a hype video.
Okay, that's
where it looks
cool.
like they're kind of going against each other.
Yeah.
And then I want to see if the schools will allow me to like go in there and talk to the students, talk to the teachers, and basically ask them like, what does Cal High mean to you? And just kind of make it like, and then drop it that Friday of Cal High.
Okay, that'll be cool.
Everybody's just watching and just builds that hype.
Before the game.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, so that's my plan.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool. Well, thank you for your time. This was a very good interview. Like, it was good.
Opportunity.
You're welcome.
So.
Yeah, thank you.